Hi, this is Sanjit Kumar Singh, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department at Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bandar. We are discussing about the optical detectors. In the previous presentation, we saw the PN photodiode and PIN photodiode. In this presentation, sixth part of our presentation, it is here we will see the avalanche photodiode. After having gone through this presentation, learner will be able to explain the working principle of the avalanche photodiode. So, APD or avalanche photodiode is a detector with internal gain, and this is a distinguishing factor from the PN and PIN photodiode. So, photodiode with internal gain, how it is internally multiplying the primary signal photocurrent before it enters the input circuitry of the amplifier. Secondly, it increases the receiver sensitivity, and this is due to the photocurrent is multiplying before encountering the thermal noise associated with the receiver circuit. For carrier multiplication, the photo-generated carrier must traverse a region where a very high electric field is present. So, in order to have a photo multiplication, carrier multiplication, high electric field is a must. So, in this high electric field region, what happens? A photo-generated electron or hole will gain enough energy so that it will collide with the other atoms or elements in the valence band and ionizes. This is known as impact ionization. There is impact collision of the uh, electron or hole with the other under the influence of high electric field. Here is the construction diagram of the APD, in which we find the different layers N plus P, I and P plus layer, and it is reverse biased when light is falling on it, particularly in the depletion region. It is absorbed and there is electron hole pairs generated under the influence of high electric field. So this is the minimum requirement of the field for impact ionization to take place. So in the newly created carrier are also oscillated by the high electric field, gaining enough energy to cause them impact ionization, and this phenomenon is the avalanche effect. Create an extremely high electric field region, that is 3 into 10 raised to 5 volt per centimeter is required to have that high electric field, and for that the reverse bias voltage should be of 100 to 400 volt range in order to create the impact ionization effect. And by this the carrier multiplication can be of the order 10 raised to 4 can be obtained. So when a carrier are generated in undepleted material, they are collected somewhat slowly by the diffusion process. So in undepleted material, there is slow diffusion and thus producing diffusion tail on a short optical pulse. But when the APT is fully depleted, with the help of the high electric field, all the carriers drift at saturation limited velocities. So that is quite high velocity. Now the response time of the device is limited by 3 factors. What are those? First one is the transit time of the carrier across the absorption region. that is the depletion width we saw in the diagram, and second, the time taken by the carrier to perform the avalanche multiplication, and thirdly, the RC time constant incurred by the junction capacitance of the diode and its load. So at low gain, the transit time and the RC effect dominates, the giving definitive response time and hence constant bandwidth for the device. Whereas at high gain, the avalanche build-up time dominates and therefore the device bandwidth decreases proportionally with the increasing gain. The rise time could be between 150 to 200 picosecond, whereas fall time of the order 1 nanosecond. So this is quite common and this will limit the overall response of the device. Now there is a multiplication factor of the gain is a measure of the internal gain provided by the APD and is defined as M is equal to Im by Ip, where what is Im is the average value of the total multiplied output current and Ip is the primary photo current. So multiplication factor is given by Im by Ip. The avalanche mechanism is a statistical process and not every carrier pair generated in the APD experiences the same multiplication. Thus, the measured value of M expressed as an average quantity which is as great as 10 raised to 4. Now let's see the advantage and disadvantage of APDs. So among the major advantages we have the increased sensitivity that could be 5 dB to 15 dB over as compared to PI and PIN photodiodes, and that is detection of very low level light signal can take place. And secondly, wider dynamic range as a result of their gain variation with response time and reverse bias. If we increase the reverse bias, then this gain varies and therefore the dynamic range. Disadvantages include the difficulty in making of the APD. This is due to the complex structure we saw and hence it is more costly. Secondly, the random nature of the gain mechanism which gives an additional noise contributions, and since there is impact collision of the electrons and holes with another and finally resulting into avalanche, it is noisy. Thirdly, for the avalanche to take place, for the impact ionization to take place, it requires a very high bias voltage of the order 50 to 400 volt or 100 to 400 volt. The variation of the gain, that is the multiplication factor with temperature, that means it is temperature sensitive and hence temperature compensation is necessary to stabilize its operation. Now here we can compare the performance of the PIN against the avalanche photodiode with respect to number of parameters. Here we have the silicon as the main material for PIN and APD, here germanium and here Indian gallium arsenide. So here we can see the responsivity which is given as the photocurrent generated per unit of power input. For silicon it is 0.6, say for 0.6 ampere for 1 watt of power input power of the photon, whereas for APD we find it is 77 to 130. So it is much larger than the PIN of silicon. Similarly, if we consider the germanium material, here again we have larger value of responsivity but lesser than that of the silicon type. And secondly, the quantum efficiency, we can see for APD it is producing more light output on average. For the germanium type, gain in pin photodiode we get only one electron generated, or that will require the amplifier, whereas in APD for incident photon the gain or the electron hole pairs generated or the current generated is much larger, of the range 150 to 250, and therefore there is collision taking place and avalanche taking place. So on these parameters we can compare this pin and APD. Base voltage here we can refer 45 to 100 volt for the pin, whereas for APD we require higher reverse bias voltage, and in case of germanium it requires lesser as compared to silicon. So that's it. Here are references. Thank you.